Hello there and welcome to a new video. In today's video I want to talk about the APC40 MKII. This is a controller from a bunch of years ago, but I recently got it because I found it nearby, good price, and it made me solve my push tube. Before getting this I used to have a push tube, and the push tube is an awesome controller for Ableton, and it works well for launching clips, for playing notes, for playing runs, sequencing, and so many other functions, you name it. However, I found myself using it mostly to only launch clips, and there were some shortcomings, and I was looking at other controllers and this one seemed to be the better option, even if it's super old. Anyways, in this video I want to make a track using it and show you why I think it's so good. I have here an empty Ableton session. I have this APC40 MKII, and we are gonna use some instruments, and in the process you'll see why this is so awesome. The first thing I love is to have the possibility of arming tracks directly from the controller. This is something I missed a lot when I was using the push tube, because it didn't have an option to do that just by pressing a button. You needed to long press one track and then it will arm, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted to arm it directly like that. So if I want to arm 4 tracks at the same time, then I can do that. Anyways, I have this idea with the violin, and you'll see why to me it's so important having the possibility of arming tracks. By the way, I never got rid of the keyboard and mouse. My first idea with push was to kind of get rid of them and just working with everything in a little bit more tactile way, but I just use it too much, and the key combos, a key combination are like 2-second nature for me to give it up. So, I just accepted it, acknowledge, and move on. So I have this idea with the violin that I want to realize. So I'm gonna create a new track. Gonna go to around 129 BPMs, and let's see how that goes. I'm gonna put the metronome. You can also do it from the hardware as well, and just feel the tempo. So I want that to be the main motif. I want that to be the most important part. So I don't want the track to start like that, but I want to have it there in order to, keep track of where I'm going. Then I'm going to actually have a new audio track as well, and I'm going to add some samples from my library, just to have something going. I like this one, and I'm gonna complete it with a topper. Perhaps too high. This is also nice that you can use it as a mixer, or you can mix several at the same time, and that you do it with faders instead of knobs like you do in Ableton Push. So this is one of the other things that I love about this controller. Anyways, this can be the start of the track. Actually, it can be just some other motif on the violin, so that there's some introduction in the track. So I thought it could be something like I'm gonna keep this at 3 bars instead of 4. And we are gonna increase the send to delay and reverb. sounds good, and I'm gonna double it with the guitar. So I'm gonna create a new track, Command T, and yeah, I'm just gonna pick my guitar and play the same theme again. Okay, we can do that. That is fine as well. I'm just gonna pick the take that I like the most. Again, I need 3 bars. The timing could be better, but you get the idea. You can also solo it and solo there. Alright. That's good. I'm gonna process the guitar. I like to keep things organized, so pretty early on I like to go into renaming tracks. So this is a guitar, this is violin, and I'm gonna put some effects into the guitar, the ones that I normally use for the acoustic guitar. I strongly recommend you that every time you do a preset that you think you're gonna use often, you save it as a preset, because it's gonna save you so much time. I'm gonna add some distortion into the violin. I like this one. Then we can, from there, we can launch the hi-hats. I'm gonna put them there. Something I like to do is duplicate the clips that I think I'm gonna use. So this one, for example, I'm gonna use it again right here. So instead of launching individual clips, I prefer launching scenes. So then the chronological order of the track goes from top to bottom. It's just the way I like to do it, because it helps me to have some structure. I also like renaming the clips, and I should have done that before copying. Actually, I'm gonna use some synthesizer for the bass. I wanna have something very simple for the bass, actually. So I'm gonna hear a new clip, just 1 bar, that's fine. 1, 2, so if you see, like, we are building up in this direction, and I want to get more or less here. So let's say I want to record what I already have. I'm on the session view and I want to go into the arrangement view, and I want to record all of this. So you can press record, and then it's gonna record. We can go twice. Now we'll launch the next scene. Now the next. now everything is committed into the arrangement view just like so. So if you press here, then of course, you know, this is an usual Ableton approach. But I don't know, the APC40 just makes it so easy to have all the things that I need when I'm composing in the session view, just super close available, and I think it's also great for performing. So I'm gonna be using this for a while. I still have on my mind a push 3, but I'm gonna hold off for now. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.